In most all the mystical traditions, you can come upon offerings about the eventual discovery that the kingdom of heaven, that God, Source, the Self, is actually discovered inside of you. That you cannot know God until you know yourself. That you cannot bypass your humanness to discover your divinity. But it is delving deep within what has created the forgetfulness, what has created the numbing, what has created the experience of being separate from totality. It is the diving into this which is the force that deconstructs it. The whole mirage is kept alive by what is called ego, which is simply the habitual movement into what is called the external, away from yourself, looking for what it believes it needs outside of me. And all the conditioning is created around following that. And this is why it takes great fortitude. Because the ego is built upon external stimulation, and it is built to survive, and the willingness to stop and go within is going completely against this conditioning of what is called ego. But it is the heart of true revelation. The movement into yourself, not through the conditioning in attempt to get something called enlightenment that the ego is desiring, but into whatever is presenting. Not into the story, into the essence. Not from a distance, but completely inside of it. When you are completely inside, no matter what you are inside of, there is no longer subject-object. There is no longer separation. There is no longer the myth. And then what is revealed is the essence. Beauty. It is in moving within as each layer that has created the experience of issue, and then constantly attempting to look outside to solve the problem, to keep the issue alive. Each time this is bypassed and there is the movement inside yourself, an aspect of the armoring melts away, because when there is true meeting, light is shone upon what could not be seen, and this is all that is necessary. Eventually, there is the recognition that the mind's interpretation of the issue is the doorway. That the appearance of every issue is just a replay of what created being separate from God, and it is the doorway first into yourself, not bypassing yourself. And each time this is met, the armor continues to unravel. The sense of me and other begins to become less distinct. The sensitivity continues to deepen. Instead of an exercise, it begins to become a passion. Instead of it being such an incredible challenge to stop, which it is for everyone in the beginning, it begins becoming a passion. Eventually, enough of this armoring melts. And something begins to pull. It is called the Satguru, the Guru within, the Atman, God within, Source, Self, whatever the word may be. But there begins to be this direct taste of this gravitational pull, this pull of pure beauty that is pulling you in. It is coming from inside your essence, from inside your heart. It is not that it is new, it just could not be felt before because of the habit of distraction. And it is luminous. What lives inside your essence is illuminated. It is pure beauty. It is this wild love affair. It is everything that has been searched for and so much more, and it lives inside of you. It is not the discovery of someone. It is the result of the willingness to stop. From conditioning, it seems like it is all out there. But what is ultimately discovered is that is just the tactics to keep the box alive. The simple feeling of your heart, the simple feeling of the silence in your heart. This is how it begins. It is your dream, and in the center of you, that is the waiting true self-discovery. Meeting at first what mind calls the issues, which open the doorway of falling into the essence.